Hello, hello, hi! Welcome to Bare Bones Kitchen. I am your culinary coach, Harmony. Cheers. Got some PBR tonight, because you know what, you guys? It's 2 days before payday. So sometimes you just have to deal with what you have. This is what I had, along with some other things we're going to discuss in a minute here. So, welcome, Kitchenettes, Kitchen Littles, and Kitchen Nuggets. Allow me to inspire you to do something amazing for yourself, your friends, your family. We don't judge around here. Doesn't matter who you're doing it for. Just do it. Just get in the kitchen and do it. Okay? Just do it. All right. So, I was going to make lasagna roll-ups with lasagna noodles, but guess what? I didn't take proper inventory. I only had 5. Just 5. Well, 5 and like a half. Half? Okay, 5.5 lasagna noodles. In any event, I did have some manicotti shells up in my little cupboard, so we're rocking out with some manicotti shells with lasagna filling. Just go with me. Just go with me, you guys. All right, so I have my oven set to 350. Oh wait, cheers. I forgot to cheers you. All right, I have my oven set to 350. I have my shells pre-done over here, my little manicotti shells. If you don't know what manicotti is, they're like gigantic penne pasta shells that you would normally stuff with like some sort of ricotta. Okay, very delicious also. But I'm breaking all the rules tonight. Every single rule that's out there, I am breaking it. Some of you will not be surprised about that, but some of you might be. Right, so let's get down to business. In my little pan here, I'm going to give some olive oil, which I also have to get more of because I am almost out. And we're going to throw in some onion. I did like 1/4 of an onion. If you don't want onions, don't do onions. It's fine. It's fine. Okay, if I had mushrooms, I'd totally throw mushrooms in here too. I don't have any mushrooms. Because sometimes that's just how it works, you guys. That's why it's called Bare Bones Kitchen. Because we just work with what we have. Okay. I'm going to get those little onions cooked up a little bit. They don't got to be cooked up too much. We're going to make a easy filling. And if you are Italian, I do not mean to step on your feet. I promise you. But this is what we're doing. This is what we are doing. All right. Okay, so I got my little onions going here. I'm going to give it just a few minutes. Actually, I'm going to give them a little salt and pepper. Just a little bit. I don't want to get too crazy with it. How's everybody's week going? Hopefully it's okay. Or fantastic, or whatever. Please share with me if you're having a fantastic week. I would love to hear about that. And then I'm all out of my Weber's, so I went to Target and got their little salt-free garlic and herb, and I'll tell you, that's a really great substitute, okay? That's a good substitute. I like it. It's good. Like second notch to Weber's. I prefer it over Mrs. Dash. I don't know why, but I don't know. I feel like it's a little bit closer to the Weber's, so that's what I'm rocking with. That's what I'm rolling with. I have 1 pound of ground turkey. You can use ground beef. You can use sausage, whatever you think you need to use. Whatever's going to fill your soul with a lot of joy. That's what I like, things that fill my soul with joy. I'm going to brown this bad boy up in my little 4 beat up pot. This is what I cook the noodles in, so that's where I'm at tonight. You know, sometimes you just got to reuse the same dish. Because that's the way it is, you know? You know? Okay, I'm gonna let it do its thing for a minute, so I'm gonna explain what we're gonna move on to. Guys, I do love to have pasta sauce pre-done because that's breaking all those Italian food rules. I picked basil, tomato basil. I'm going to throw some of that in there once this meat is browned up. And then I'm breaking another rule because, again, we're going to go back to the PBR and 2 days before payday. And I actually bought some cottage cheese, but you could always use ricotta. And I'm not saying that right in the Italian way. I can't help it. I'm not Italian. As much as I would like to be, I'm not. So there we have that. So we're going to just brown this ground turkey, ground chicken, whatever I bought. I think it's ground turkey. We're going to brown that up. Then we're going to pour that pasta sauce in there. And once all of that's warmed up, we're going to put some of that cottage cheese in there. And then we're going to fill our little shells. And hopefully this goes off without a hitch. But I kind of have a feeling there's going to be a hitch. Why? Because it's just the way it works with these little manicotti shells. They love to split. I cooked them for 7 minutes. I even set a timer. But I kind of feel like they're still just a little fragile. Just a little fragile, if you know what I'm saying. So they may split, but we're still going to make a good meal out of it. It'll be fine. It'll be fine. All right, that turkey is almost done. Chicken, but I think it's turkey. We're going to go, I'm not even going to, I actually have the package right here. Turkey, I think, ground turkey. It's turkey. It's turkey. Doesn't have to be perfect because it's still going to go in the oven. We'll get a little plate here. Sorry, it's going to be noisy for a second. Maybe. Put my shells on here. I did cool these in the fridge for about, I don't know, like 30 minutes. Just to kind of give them a little bit of coolness, so maybe I can work with them a little bit better without splitting them all the way down the center. It's going to be good times. All right, we're going to go in. First of all, we're going to go in to my baking dish. We're going to just dry it out because I just plopped them in here. I could have done it a little differently, I'm sure. I'm going to pour a little bit of this pasta sauce in the bottom so it helps to kind of coat the bottom. And we're just going to dump the rest of this in here. Coat the bottom so your noodles don't stick to it. Let me finish my thought. Sorry, you guys. I have a lot of stuff on my brain tonight. A lot of stuff on my brain. Get all of it. Gotta rinse it out sometimes. Gotta rinse it out. I don't think I've ever used the Kroger brand of sauce, so that's really thick, just so you know. Which is perfect because I'm using cottage cheese, which has a lot more liquid in it than using ricotta. So we're just, again, going to roll with it. Because what else do we do, right? What else do we do? Yeah, I don't want to cook this too long on the stove because I don't want it to reduce down more. That's going to really bring out the acid in your tomato sauce. If I was making this from scratch, I totally would want to do that, but I'm not. So we're just going to let it warm up a little bit. And then we're going to dump in, I'm going to turn this, actually, I think I'm just going to turn it off. We're going to put a couple, I don't know, till your soul feels good. You guys, I don't know, a quarter cup, half a cup. We're going to make it look disgusting. Maybe we want to do half of this container. That might be about a cup and a quarter-ish. I don't know, cup and a quarter-ish. Till it looks disgusting. That's what we're gonna do. Till it looks disgusting. But it's always gonna taste good. There we go. There we go. Now, if I was doing the rolls, we would take the cottage cheese and do the same thing. But if I had ricotta, we would make a nice little line of the ricotta on top of the lasagna, and then we would put the sauce and the meat on top of that, and we would roll it up. I've done a roll video before. We did some chicken Alfredo lasagna rolls. So it's the same kind of concept. Same concept. Different sauce. And we're going to see how talented I can be with a spoon. I don't know, man. All right, I'm going to grab my first shell. I'm not going to make you guys wait forever. I'm just going to show you a couple of them. First, I'm going to spread out my sauce, though. Show you a couple and then tell you what else I'm going to do once they're all done. I'm going to add whatever sauce I have left here on top of them. And then I'm going to add cheese. Because why wouldn't you add cheese, right? Why wouldn't you? You totally should. Totally should add cheese. We're going to try to get this in here. Hopefully it works. Perfect. Teaspoon right into that manicotti shell. Looks perfect. I kind of have the bottom pinched so it doesn't just run right out. There we go. Woo! All right. Again, don't want to waste a bunch of guys' time for you watching me do this, but it's not bad, right? Not bad. And if you're on here and talking to me, I can't see anybody, so just so you guys all know, the YouTube page is up to date, minus this video. If you haven't followed yet, please do so. Like, subscribe, follow, all the fun buzzwords of today here. Woo! That's a little toasty. So just be careful when you're doing this. Don't allow children to do this part unless you pull all of this sauce down first. Because it's kind of hot, hot, hot. All right, we're almost there. I have 3 shells left. Look at that, it went a lot quicker than expected. I'm a little bit better at this than I was expecting to be. I think I've only done manicotti like, maybe twice, and never with a meat sauce, always with just ricotta, some sort of ricotta sauce. All right, 2 more to go. 2 more to go. Oh wait, I'm gonna go this way because this little guy's split on the top, so that makes it a little easier. For the little noodles that split, we're gonna use that side. We're gonna use that side to do it. Except this sauce is like lava ripping down my finger. All right, last one. Woo! So again, all your stuff that you have here is already pre-cooked. Basically, you're just warming this stuff up and maybe cooking the noodles a little bit longer. Not very much, but a little bit. Oh, of course, the last one is going to split all the way down the side for me. Thanks, noodle. Thanks. Appreciate your help, kind sir. All right. Whew. That was a close one, you guys. Close one. All right, now we're going to take the rest of our sauce that's left. We're just going to dump it right over the top. See the mess I made? Mm-hmm. Oh, this was my noodle spoon, my noodle spat. If you have some nice mozzarella, do some nice mozzarella. If you don't have nice mozzarella, do that 7-pound bag of Mexican cheese that you bought. Because why not, right? You just gotta work with what you have sometimes, you guys. Just gotta work with what you have. Funny, it is Mexican cheese. Which is more awesome because, honestly, it's the only cheese I usually buy in a big old bag like this. And then I think we'll bake this for about, I don't know, 15 minutes, 10 to 12 minutes. 10 to 12 minutes, that sounds like a good plan. Because again, everything's already pre-cooked, so really it's like fast food. It's like, it's fast food. But mozzarella would probably be way better. Going with what we have though, so that's what we're doing. All right, there you have it. We have our little lasagna manicotti. I guess it's a thing. Please don't come for me, but hey, this is what we're doing. All right, you guys, I won't keep you any longer. It's been 16 minutes. So thank you for showing up. Y'all keep showing up. So do I. And I will see you next week for something hopefully a little less what's in my cupboard. Mwah! Have a good evening.